What's up guys, my name is Halex. In today's video I'll be showing you how to set up your AT2020 from start to finish, and also give you a couple tips and tricks and opinions personally on the mic. Well, what I can tell you first off in this video is that this microphone is a really good quality mic. The bass quality, even without EQ, if I show you, is a really good quality mic. You can hear it, everything is very clear, maybe a bit muffled without EQ, but overall you can fix that. Now, I will say this tutorial is for Ableton users only. I'm sorry, FL Studio users, but this tutorial is for Ableton users only. I do not know how to use FL Studio, but if you do use ProQ and all these other plugins that I'm going to list down below, you could probably download the ProQ preset and use it in FL Studio too. But without further ado, let's show you how to get this set up from raw to processed in Ableton Live. Alrighty, so now we're in Ableton Live, and I'm gonna open up my preset bundle here, and you're gonna see a lot of stuff. And I'm gonna explain one by one what each of this is and how you can set it up on your Ableton. Now, I will say this, all of these plugins are stock, so for lucky you who are broke and do not have much money to spend on plugins, I'm gonna show you the easiest way to set this up for free. Yes, for free. So let's get started with the limiter. A limiter, if for the newbies that don't know, limiter is pretty much it has a ceiling and it has a gain knob, and with the ceiling is pretty much how high you can go before your mic starts cutting out, or called a soft clip. When your mic soft clips, it slowly but surely fades out of existence pretty much. Now with the glue compressor. A glue compressor is simply a compressor that that boosts everything, but it also makes sure you're low. So let's say you're whispering, right? You're whispering like hello, 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 but you can hear me very clearly. Usually without a compressor, you'll not be able to hear me pretty clearly. So if I turn off the compressor, and if I keep talking, you can pretty much barely hear me. And if I turn it back on, it boosts all my stuff back to a normal volume. Now, for me personally, on my mic, I use a low latency to prevent latency. Now, this is a built-in plugin within Ableton, and I would just probably set it to -914 dB. As well, feel free to pause the video and copy the settings so far. Now going on to the mastering. This is one of the most important things for streamers, especially if you're in this tutorial and you're a streamer and you just got an AT2020. Please follow this very strictly. This is a mastering in a gentle limiter. Now this is really important because this, when you're screaming into the mic, you won't peak. When you're a streamer, you scream a lot, as I should know, and it is very painful to the viewer's ears. So I'm just gonna let you guys go here and maybe copy this for a little, but pause the video, copy this, and we'll move on. Now going to another glue compressor. Now you're gonna see it has a bit of a different setting. Now personally for the AT20 it uses phantom power. Just a warning, I forgot to mention, phantom power is what uses the AT2020 uses phantom power. So if you have an interface that has phantom power, turn it on now so you could hear the mic. But going on, we have another glue compressor, and next to it is OTT. Now, OTT it's very something pretty unique. That's actually the secret sauce that I use to make my mic sound really crispy. So, and since this is the same model, if you have the same model as me, AT2020, it will sound the exact same. And by the way, remember, I'm going to be dropping all the presets in the link in the description in a Google Drive for you guys to download, so you don't have to hassle, not even have to set it up pretty much. For the people who really want to tweak it, they can feel free. But with OTT, it is pretty much the EQ. It makes it sound really crispy, and when I turn it off, the crispiness and the overall edge of the mic is kind of gone, and that's what I use to make it sound really nice. See it like boosts and saturates it. Then going to the saturator, yes, as I said, saturate. I'm saying saturation too many times. Put a saturation counter in the top left. This is the saturator, and pretty much the saturator, all it does is it saturates your mic. It makes your mic sound bright. It ups all your frequencies to make it sound a lot more clear on the mic, and also I guess more warmth on the mic. And lastly but not least, this is the RX9. Now this is not a free plugin, but I do have some alternatives I will leave in the link in the description, and I will show you in a minute that you can use that are built into Ableton. So this is the RX Spectral Denoise. This is a personal plugin I use, and it is really useful, and without it, if I turn it off, my fans are really loud in my computer, so you can hear it really clearly. And so if I turn it on, all the fan noise is gone almost. I'm still tweaking it, but it is pretty much almost gone. And yeah, so now that we've gone through my track, let me explain why this works. So if I go through the track and I turn all these off, limiter, so that's without the limiter. And if you say, if I scream, I'm peaking a little bit. So if I go to glue compressor, now I'm really low latency, mastering, glue compressor, and OTT. And with just these 5 off, the microphone loses a lot of its build, like its quality. So if I turn these back on, everything comes back. Now, enough lily-gaggling, enough shenanigans. I know people who are here for the presets. So, here's the point in the video where I'm going to drop the presets. So, as I said before, every single one of these presets, it will most likely be in a Google Doc. So, there's going to be 2 different docs. There's going to be a doc full of all these settings and screenshots for all of these different presets. And then there will be 2 different links for 2 different free plugins for denoising, and then there will also be one more that'll include some secret sauce that I created myself that isn't on this track. So without further ado, I appreciate you guys joining the video, and yeah, have fun and happy streaming.